There we go. Hey, everybody. Hey. Welcome to Lauren's Live. I am your host for tonight, CatBoy Kun Hua. Lauren cannot make it tonight. She has a business meeting, she says. Probably out there with a couple of goombas, saying, oh, somebody owes me money. Gotta collect. Anyway, getting into okay, we're gonna have at least 3 or 4 comedians. We got Why Not? We got Jay Wills. Thinker we might have a full show. Thinker's gonna do something. C might change his mind. Zulu time is coming up. I'll try and decide later as to what the thing's gonna be now. ISIS has banned the practice of pigeon breeding. They banned this. Yes, apparently they're offended by pigeon genitals flying overhead. Man, the crazy stuff that these people think of to be offended by. What kind of eyesight do you have to actually see pigeon genitals? Like, when was the last time anyone ever saw that? Like, their eyesight. Their eyeballs have got to be like, homing beacons for pigeon dicks or something. Anyway, the practice of pigeon breeding is punishable by flogging. To which everyone in Iraq said, whoopee-doo. That's like, for them, a flogging. That's like a citation. That's nothing. It's a dawdle. One of my favorite things I've ever heard about homing pigeons, it was said by Mike Tyson. This is actually the most brilliant thing I've ever heard this man say. He said, if you lose a homing... That's hard. This is the most brilliant thing I've ever heard him say. And he says, if a homing pigeon doesn't come back, then all you ever really lost was a pigeon. So don't make a fuss. Not a homing pigeon. It's just a pigeon. By the way, speaking of weird penises, Howard Stern claimed that his penis was in the Guinness Book of World Records, and that's when they kicked him out of the library. Oh my gosh. Now, what's been going on with the Kardashians lately? Of course, what has been making the news? We all know about Bruce Jenner, who is now called Caitlyn Jenner, and what's been going on with his sex change operation. Of course, some people have come forward and they're sort of blaming his wife or whatever for what wound up. And of course, that's a lot of nonsense, because you can't make somebody decide to change sex. You can't make somebody gay. But maybe we should blame her, because I have to wonder, guys, has anyone ever watched the Kardashian show? Of what it's like? Oh my God. Well, okay, my mom watches it all the time. And I have to wonder, did he really want a sex change so much as his withering testosterone just sort of lost the battle against all the estrogen that was in that room? And then finally, one of the nurses really, really burned me, and she walked right up to me and she started poking me in the chest, and she said, "That woman is rich, famous, and beautiful, and you will never appreciate what that can do to a person." Well, just wheel my ass down to
give you everything you always wanted?
I guess I'll never know. Just wheel me down to the burn unit. Does anyone know, what does a grenade and a divorce have in common? What do grenades and divorces have in common? You pull the ring and the house is gone. Pull the ring and the house goes bye-bye. I got a pirate joke for you. So pirates, pirates, they love to say R, right? Like R, R, R. That's their favorite letter, is R. Does anyone know what is a pirate's least favorite letter? What's their least favorite letter? Cease and desist. Okay. Because it takes the fun out of everything. All right. Now, I was being a bit of an insensitive prick when I was making fun of Kris Kardashian. I'm a typical male. What I'll do is I will go into the reason why men are not allowed to give advice in love column magazines. Now, has anyone, you've read these one? Like, who's one of the more famous ones? I've forgotten her name already. Dear Abby. Oh, there we go. Dear Abby. Okay, someone said Dear Abby. Here's one that is written to a male columnist. There's a poor girl named Anita, had a very serious problem, all right? So here's Anita. She says, "Hi, I'm a lady, age 26, married with 1 kid. Last week, my husband was off duty, and I had to drive alone to work. I left my husband with the maid and my baby at home. I drove for just 2 miles from my home, and the car engine started to overheat, so I turned back to get the other car. When I got home, I found my husband in bed with our maid. I don't know what to do. Please help." And here's the reply from the Mail columnist. "Dear Anita, overheating in the engine can cause by short distance, could be caused by problems associated with the carburetor. You need to check the oil coolant level in the engine just before you start your journey. Also, you need to make sure your car is serviced regularly to avoid problems in the future. I hope this helps." All right. Now, what do you call a band of killer whales? Killer whales. Anyone know? An orchestra.
Orca.
Orchestra.
Orchestra.
Orchestra.